Check out this citrus and herb infused flaky fish dish. And don't try and say that 5 times fast. Light, yet smoky and savory, this is a perfect dinner for these lingering dog days of summer. We'll begin with the aforementioned blackening spice, which we will put some dried oregano, some garlic powder, some onion powder in a bowl. By the way, all the exact amounts will be down below in the description and on the website. We'll follow that with some smoked paprika. Very important to use the smoked stuff to get that nice smoky flavor. A little bit of ground thyme and a little bit of cayenne pepper. And then one of the reasons I love making homemade spice blends is you get to control the amount of salt and pepper that goes in. So I put in a nice pinch of salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. We'll stir all that to combine, and that is ready to go. Just set it aside. Next up, I'm going to put 1 cup of water into a pot and season that with some salt. Add in a glug of olive oil, and we'll bring that up to a boil, at which point we'll add in 3/4 of a cup of couscous. Give everything a nice stir, and then kill the heat and set that aside for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, these woody stems on these asparagus, they gotta go. No good, so we're gonna slice those off. Get our asparagus laid out on a sheet tray. And then we are going to hit those with some olive oil and a pinch of our blackening seasoning, and then just go in there with your hands and stir everything so that it is thoroughly seasoned and thoroughly combined. We're also going to take a shallot, peel it, and slice it into little rings for a nice oniony punch. And we're going to add that to our sheet tray, and we will park these under the broiler for about 5 to 7 minutes, or until they are just tender and have a nice little char on them. Next up, back to that couscous. We are going to crush in 1 to 2 cloves of fresh garlic, the juice of half of a lemon, and then about a tablespoon of lemon zest and a tablespoon of fresh dill. We're just going to add that straight in. There's still a lot of warmth in that pot, and it is going to slightly warm and cook that garlic, as well as perfume that dill and lemon zest. Super floral and flavorful. That is perfect. Just set it aside. It'll stay warm for a few minutes while we turn our attention to our fish, which we are going to thoroughly pat dry with some paper towels and then brush down with a little bit of olive oil. That's going to provide a nice sticky surface for our blackening spices to stick to. Since we don't have too much salt in here, you can be pretty heavy-handed with this. We do want a good blackening coating on the outside. We'll add some more olive oil to a skillet over medium-high heat. And then once it's come to temperature, we'll very carefully lay our fish away from us, making sure we season that naked underside of the fish with more blackening spices. This is going to cook for about 3 minutes or so on the first side until it is nicely colored. We'll give it a flip and give it maybe 2 to 3 more minutes on the next side. I don't like overcooked fish. I'm shooting for around 135 degrees internally, but you do you. If you want to cook it all the way and have it nice and hard and flaky, that's totally fine. Once I hit about 130 to 135, I am pulling this stuff out, and we can turn our attention to building our final plate. You want to get a nice generous spoonful of that couscous and lay it out in a nice circular pattern there. Lay down a bed of your asparagus and roasted shallots. We'll top that with a couple of slices of lemon because we do need some fresh lemon juice in this dish. And then lay your blackened fish on top and give it a little final garnish of more dill. It's a pretty nice looking plate of food, if I do say myself, and not a bit of it complicated in the least. I'm going to squeeze over some nice fresh lemon juice right onto the top of that fish before I give it a try. And I'm telling you, if you haven't had mahi mahi, it is a really delicate and lightly flavored fish, not overly fishy or funky. Very firm, almost has a chickeny kind of texture. I guess that's what everyone says about everything. Tastes like chicken, but it tastes like mahi mahi. That couscous is wonderfully light. That lemon zest and dill just give it a wonderful citrus and herb flavor. Everything on this plate goes together so well. I enjoyed making it. I hope you will give it a try and let me know what you think. Fish dishes are great in the summer when you can get this stuff fresh if you live near the coast, so give it a try, and if not, at least go make something delicious.